Hello and welcome to UTS Library's tutorial on referencing in the Australian Guide to Legal Citation, or AGLC style. This is a referencing style used within the UTS Faculty of Law. This video will introduce you to 10 basic principles for referencing in AGLC. 1. AGLC is a footnoting style. That means that your in-text references, which tells the reader about your sources, appear as footnotes at the bottom of each page. These references also appear in a bibliography at the end of the document. There are different ways to cite different kinds of sources, like cases, legislation, and journal articles. Our other videos will cover exactly how to reference each source type. Every footnote ends in a full stop. A pinpoint reference is used if you need to refer to a specific section of a source. For example, using page numbers to show exactly where you have found a quote. In AGLC, a pinpoint can be a section, a page, or a paragraph depending on the source. If you are referring to the same source in consecutive footnotes, you should use the term IBID to indicate the repeated source, instead of repeating the entire reference. You can use IBID with different pinpoint references to show you are referring to different parts of the same source, like this. If you are referring to a source you mentioned in an earlier footnote, but not the immediately previous one, you should use N plus the earlier footnote number in brackets. You should do this for all repeated references that are not in consecutive footnotes, including cases and legislation. In your assignment, you can put short quotations in single quotation marks, but any quote longer than 3 lines should be indented from the left margin in a smaller font and without quotation marks. Every source you rely on, even if you don't cite it in the footnote, should appear in your bibliography. This is divided into 5 sections: articles, books and reports, cases, legislation, treaties, and other. You can leave out any section if you don't have any of that kind of reference. In a bibliography, the first author's name appears differently to how it looks in the footnote. The first name and surname are inverted, so they appear as surname, comma, first name. For works by 2 or more authors, only the first names and surname are inverted. The rest of the names appear as they do in footnote. Finally, note that while references in footnotes always end in a full stop, the references in your bibliography never do. Those were 10 basic principles for referencing in AGLC. This video is the first in a series of videos covering referencing in AGLC. If you need further help, you can visit our referencing pages or contact us on the library homepage.